welcome to another pen video from me, Penultimate Dave. So I have here another pen for unboxing and review. Comes in a very small pen box. I bought this on Amazon, and you'll see here it says Hongdian M2 Black Pen Space Grey. Now, I was gifted one in red, which I didn't think I was going to like, and it was more gifted as a joke, but I actually started to like it. And then I bought this one in space grey and another one in, I want to say it was chocolate, and I'm just looking, caramel brown was the other one. But I decided I would buy both of these, so I think let's try and open this box. And you have this metal pencil-like tin that it comes in. And if I open that tin, you get the Hongdian M2 there in space grey. I looked at some of the other colours. I had the red already. I didn't really want to buy another red. I didn't like a lot of the other colours. I only liked the caramel brown, and I liked the space grey. And this is a space grey. Kind of reminds me of Apple with their space grey. You can see the cap finial here. You've got a clip here as well. Now, I think on one of the M2s, the red one, I could remove this. I think you can't on this one easily. It does say Hongdian M2 there. As you can see, it is a very small pen. It is a pocket pen. It's, I believe, made of aluminium and powder coated. Nice looking pen. Now, if I show you in the size of my hand, it is small. It's about 100 millimeters long. Typically, I prefer around 130 millimeters. The nib is a number 5 nib. I got this in a medium. It's a steel nib. Again, it's ruthenium plated. And if I unscrew the body there, you do have a Hongdian converter. There is a little rubber O-ring here. I don't think you can really eyedropper this pen. I think it's really just to give that a nice closure stop. And it certainly does that. If I post the cap, it actually turns itself into a very nicely sized pen. And that I do like. I do find that the section is a little bit on the thin side for me. The threads are very pronounced, but you don't feel those threads when you're holding or gripping the pen. Now, I have a few friends that have said that their Hongdian M2, the red one more specifically, I think it was, that they find that the section is slippery. And I didn't think that, but I do find it a little bit on this one. And that probably is that powder coating, probably a bit of polishing on it as well, that is making that happen. It's an interesting pen. If you're into pocket pens, definitely take a look at the Hongdian M2. It reminds me of the Kaweco or the Kaweco Sport. It's a nice size pocket pen. You can throw it in a rucksack. It's cheap. You're not, like, if you lose it, you're probably not going to worry too much. You can buy these on Amazon, AliExpress, Etsy, probably many other places as well. And I think these are actually reasonably priced. So I think with that, let's do a size check. We'll do a weight check. We'll do a pen comparison. And then we'll do a writing sample. So the full length of the pen, we are looking at about 105 millimeters in length. The length of the cap, we're looking at about 73 millimeters in length. We'll do a size check on the body. And I did say it was about 100 millimeters. It definitely is. It certainly is on the shorter side. And I think most people will probably have to post the cap on this to make it more writable. I don't think that's a problem. It's just I'm not used to posting my caps. I think with that, let's do a weight check. So the full weight of this pen, and it's not inked up at the moment, we're looking at 24 grams exactly. The weight of the cap, we are looking at just over 11.5 grams. And then the weight of the body, probably have to stop it rolling, is just under 12.5 grams. So it's not a super light pen, but it's also not heavy either. It's a metal pen. It's not going to be ultra light, but it still is actually quite nice. So I think with that, let's do a comparison with other pens. So from left to right, we have a Conway Stewart, and this is the Chatworth. We have a Cypress, and this is the Mackie Goldfish. We have a Noto, and this is the University of Oxford Vermeil. We have a Visconti Opera Master Savannah. We have a Hongdian M2, which is a very, very short pen. We have a Visconti Opera Master Antarctica, a Visconti Leonardo da Vinci Machina, a Montegrappa Game of Thrones Winter is Here, a Visconti Last Templar Jacques de Molay, and we have a Montblanc Writer's Edition Jane Austen. So I think with that, let's now go and do a writing sample. So I'm going to have to post this cap because it is a little bit too short for me to write with unposted. So the pen here is the Hongdian, and I'm just going to prime that a little bit more. Hongdian M2, and it is the space grey, and it is a medium, and it is a steel nib. And the ink in here today is Diamine Earl Grey. Now, what I will say is that this is a ruthenium plated nib, and the thing I typically find with these is that they can and will squeak or sing, and this one does exactly that. In terms of line variation, I think we're seeing about a Western medium, maybe towards a Western fine. I can push that a little bit more, get more of a medium line to it, and I could do more vertical lines, and there's no hard starts or skips there, but it does sing. In terms of ink wetness, let's take a look. So it's actually a fairly decent wet nib. Not quite fire hose, but still pretty wet. What do I like? What do I not like about the pen? I'm not into pocket pens, as you probably know. Although the Hongdian M2s I have been liking. And it made me buy two. I had one gifted to me in red, and I decided I would buy two more. One in the caramel brown and one in the space grey. This is a space grey. So I am warming up to pocket-sized pens. I'm starting to like the size. I love that you can throw it in a bag. What do I dislike about this pen? The singing. And typically, you're going to get that most of the time. You can get that with any nib, but you also typically hear it squeak or sing when it's a coated nib. Now, I can resolve that myself just by smoothing the underside of the nib, and I probably will do that because I do not like singing nibs or squeaky nibs. But that's probably the only thing that I dislike about this pen. My other two Hongdian M2s, one definitely has a ruthenium plated nib. I don't have that problem with, but I do with this one. So sometimes you do, sometimes you don't. So there you have it. That's my unboxing review of the Hongdian M2 Space Grey with the medium steel nib. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next pen video. Bye-bye.